Zombie apocalypse.
What is going on, you guys? Bashtian here, and I'm back. Now, as far as for today's video, we're going to be visiting the top 5 worst Yu-Gi-Oh cards of the 5 most, some of the most iconic decks in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Some of them are still they're a little bit, I want to say, meta relevant. Some are still a little bit more past their prime, but still hold a very special place in our hearts. But that does not exclude them from having some terrible, terrible support. So we're going to go ahead and check that out, guys. But before we do, go ahead and please make sure you leave a like on this video and comment down below what your favorite all-time Yu-Gi-Oh deck of all time is. Mine, I'm split between Moki Moki and Trickstar. Trickstar, of course, having actual support, and Moki Moki having just 3 cards of support. So I'm really waiting for it to get the Thunder Dragon treatment, but we'll see how that goes. So on to number 5 on our list. We're going to go ahead and attack a very popular deck. It's actually currently still very meta viable, more or less here and there. We're looking at the Burning Abyss strategy, and with it comes an awful support card, which I'm very excited to go ahead and talk about today. That is going to be the Terminus of the Burning Abyss over here. Terminus of the Burning Abyss, absolutely awful card. I don't know why they made this. So essentially, if you guys have not heard of this card, I'll go ahead and read to you guys. So basically, Fusion 1, Burning Abyss, spell card, first of all, spell card. Fusion Summon 1, Burning Abyss, Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials. Okay, so the only Burning Abyss Fusion monster is the Dante Pilgrim of the Burning Abyss. Now, Dante Pilgrim of the Burning Abyss requires 3 different Burning Abyss monsters with different names each. So already that is a lot that you're going to be putting out just to bring out the Dante. That's why they made Beatrice. So you don't have to play this card. I don't know why you would ever play this card. Anyone playing this card, please go ahead and let me know why in the comment section down below. But it has another effect. Of course, during the main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. Of course, that would be way too broken. You can go ahead and banish this card from your graveyard and check one Burning Abyss monster on the field against 800 attack and defense until the end of your opponent's next turn. 800 attack and defense. Of course, the attack boost is nice. Polymerization is also a card if you really want to go that route. And then you can play different options and not just specifically Dante Pilgrim with the Ring Abyss, but that's just me, I'm just saying. On to number 4. Number 4 card is going to be one of our most, I guess, supported archetypes of all time. We have the Light Sworn archetype. Now, Light Sworns is such a really cool deck, and I really love the watching Ruggle series right now, the 1v1 sealed only Mario playing his Light Sworn. If you guys have not checked out that series, it's very fun to watch. So he's playing Light Sworn right now, but this does not excuse this card being in the archetype that is Ringyan Light Sworn Rogue. The Kitkat card is absolutely that doo-doo garbage. So essentially, what it comes with this card, it's a flip effect monster, of course. 2-star, 100 attack, 100 defense, some beefy stats there. So it's level 2, flip effect, target 1 Light Sworn monster in your graveyard, shuffle target into the deck, and then draw 1 card. Yes, it draws 1 card, but so does that. Might as well just play Skalangle, a card from God knows how long, 20 plus years ago, making the Rogue absolutely ridiculous. Why would you play this card? If you're going to play any flip effect monster in your Light Sworn, it's going to be Raikou, the Light Sworn dog. I don't know the exact name of it, it escapes me right now, but it just seems like it'd be a much better strategy. Go ahead and actually get some sort of interruption instead of you get to draw a card and not further your play whatsoever. It being as slow as that is, you waste your turn because you have to take the time to set this card to draw a card on your next turn, which by then you're already OTK'd. It doesn't mill, which is what Light Sworns do. Light Sworns mill, and this one does not mill. This one does not special summon. This lets you draw 1 card, so it does absolutely nothing for you. Number 3 on our list, the beloved Mermail Atlantean deck. It's a deck that I've always wanted to learn how to play myself. I believe that this is a deck that a lot of people very much enjoy, very passionate about. It's a deck that either you know nothing about it or you are religiously playing this deck in 2021 still. Every single day, max rarity, everything at your locals, remote duel, whatever it might be, and that unfortunately does not let it escape this list. So number 3 on our list, we have Mermail Abyss Balin. So Abyss Balin is a level 7 star 2500 attack 2000 defense monster. It looks absolutely badass. It's really, really cool artwork. I believe it also comes in ultimate rare as well. But the card could not be further from good. It's not even an okay card to run. Absolute doo-doo garbage again. So basically what this card does is you have this card in your hand, right? If you guys don't know, Mermail Atlanteans, again, I'm not an expert in this deck. However, Mermail Atlanteans, what they do is you discard cards, for example, for Abyss Megalo, and then you get to discard some Atlantean cards that do stuff, whether it's pop cards or let you add cards, and then you have other things. Now this Mermail Abyss Balin takes us to a different level where you can have this card in your hand, and in order to special summon it, you discard four Mermail monsters to the graveyard. What kind of shit is that? So you have to discard 4 specifically Mermail monsters, special summon this card, specifically Mermail monsters. That is already enough to say you should never play this card. Because Mermail itself, as fun a deck as it might be, it really elevates it to the next level by playing it with the Atlantean package. So you would never play just Atlantean or just Mermail unless you're just trying to lose every single duel you play. Which, no disrespect to you pure Mermail or pure Atlantean players. That is a tongue twister, surprisingly. So what is the trade-off for summoning such a beastly card with such a, I guess, steep cost to go ahead and summon? Well, you get to go ahead and target as many cards your opponent controls up to the number of Mermail monsters in your graveyard, so a minimum of 4. Then this card gains 500 attack. Not for each. It just gains 500 attack, making it 3,000. 3 stacks. So that's a thing. And if it does, if it gains the attack, right, destroy those targets if any. You contribute 1 face-up attack to your Mermail monster. This card gains the following effect. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles a defense position monster, destroy that monster. That is so irrelevant because you would have just destroyed it. How many cards is your opponent going to have on the board? If they have 10 cards on board, you are most likely losing this duel. It doesn't matter if you can summon him or her or anybody. Abyss Megalo, Abyss Lead, Abyss Balin, all of the Abyss. No, you're not winning this duel. So Abyss Balin, that is why it makes number 3 on my list. Absolute doo-doo garbage. Number 2 on our list. So exciting. We finally got to the meat and potatoes. We're almost there to number 1, guys. But before we get to number 1, we have to go ahead and visit one of the most, I guess, iconic archetypes in the entire Yu-Gi-Oh series and the anime. So we're going to be visiting the Blue Eyes strategy. Very, very exciting. And so with Blue Eyes comes also these bricks. But along with these bricks comes the brickiest of all, which is Majesty with Eyes of Blue. If you have not read this card, please allow me to go ahead and read it for you. So, quick effect, spell card. Send 1 Blue Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Then target 1 face-up monster on the field that cannot attack while it's face-up on the field. You can only activate one Majesty with Eyes of Blue per turn. I don't understand, first of all, why it has the hard ones per turn effect. I get you're able to go ahead and get your Blue Eyes in the graveyard, which I'll give it that. It gets your Blue Eyes in the graveyard so you can go ahead and do your shenanigans, bring it back, whatever it might be. It gets your Blue Eyes out of the deck, okay, which is nice. But it targets, first of all, which is already a bit iffy sign there, right? And all it does is that it can't attack while it's face up on the field. If this had negated effects, it wouldn't be so bad, but all it does, it can't attack. That's perfectly fine. I think that essentially that this hasn't really been an issue since, what, 3 or 4 years now? Essentially, the cards that are on the field are not there just to attack. They're mainly there for their effects. So this does nothing to go ahead and help you out your strategy. This is nothing to go ahead and further your strategy. This is not going to help you unbrick your Blue Eyes strategy. This is not going to, no matter how many Blue Eyes Chaos Max or the Ritual, no matter how many Blue Eyes Synchro monsters you play, it doesn't matter how many consistent cards you can play. Pot of Avarice, Pot of Greed, Pot of Duality, Pot of Extravagance, Pot of Prosperity. All the pots in this world cannot make this deck be a little bit less bricky, and that just went on a little bit of a tangent, but please forgive. Then we are on to number one. Now for number one, super special, guys. Now you're gonna want to hear this. I have a twofer, right? So very, very exciting, and it's actually been a very, very meta relevant deck in the most recent past year, and we are going to be talking about Cyber Dragon. Very, very exciting. I know, I understand how you feel. So with Cyber Dragon strategy, we have two cards that are absolute that do garbage. So first of all, we have the Photon Generator units. Where's my hand? There it is. Photon Generator units, absolute doo-doo garbage. So essentially tribute to Cyber Dragon's spell card, and it's a quick play, which you guys did not know. Tribute to Cyber Dragon, especially summon one Cyber Laser Dragon from your hand, deck, or graveyard. That is not necessarily a bad effect. The bad effect is the fact that it summons Cyber Laser Dragon, which is where the part 2 comes in. Part 2 of the worst card of any archetypes ever received is Cyber Laser Dragon for the Cyber Dragon archetype. Absolute flaming bag of doo-doo garbage. So what is this card and what is it meant to do? It is a level 7 light machine monster, 2400 attack, 1800 defense. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except through Photon Generator unit. Now you might be thinking, okay, so this card can only be summoned by this one card. It must be pretty good. No, you're very, very incorrect. Have you been watching the video at all? So essentially, once per turn, what this card can do, you can destroy one monster with the attack or defense equal to or higher than the attack of this card. So, pros and cons. Pros, it does not target. Cons, you give 2 Cyber Dragons along with Photon Generator unit to go ahead and summon this crap that you can't normal summon, set, or special summon unless you play Photon Generator unit, which is not a Cyber Dragon card, which I believe you can still search because it has Cyber Dragon in the text some way, but essentially it's not going to further your strategy. How are you going to summon it? Listen, I've been watching way too much of Cyber Dragon replays and going up against Ford and doing all these things and studying this deck quite a bit. There's nothing you gain from summoning this crap. All you gotta do is go ahead and summon a whole bunch of fusion Cyber Dragon monsters that attack 3,000 times each for 3,000 attack each, and that's how you win the game, and that's how Cyber Dragons are played. This is not gonna help further strategies, and that's gonna go ahead and be it for the list before I start shaking in my seat. So, hope you guys did enjoy the top 5 list. It was a lot of fun to go ahead and make. Go ahead and leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and let me know in the comment section down below what other top 5s you guys want to go ahead and see. Let me know, and I'll go ahead and see you all in the next one. Oh, be sure to subscribe for more videos.